it's nice to be here in Stockholm. I will just take a few seconds for me to open this, and I will just try to present it from the stick. So if it freezes, we will try to solve it somehow. Now I have to find out where to start the presentation. I think here. Okay, my Swedish is not so good yet. So let me introduce you to our EASIT project. This will be a short overview, and as I said, it's nice to be here. We already did one multipliers event. This was in Munich, in Germany, and this is our second multipliers event. What is the background of our EASIT project? We are dealing with the content, which is difficult to understand. What is that? That is a lot of things. As you may see, I have a lot of pictures on there because my main expertise is easy to read. I work with end readers and users, and we use a lot of pictures mostly. And these pictures are from one of our projects. They were done to be put on the website and to be freely used for people who want to make easy to read publications like brochures or other materials. So which content is difficult to understand? We are speaking about written texts like books, brochures, administrative information. Then we are speaking about audio texts like radio news, and also audiovisual texts like news, films, etc. What we are trying to shed a light on in this project is several things. First, we found out there is a lack of mapping of current training and practice in Europe as regards this area we are studying or researching. There is also lack of professional recognition in different countries, and there is also very few experience in the audiovisual context. There is much more experience in the written text, but audiovisual context, not so much. What about existing access services? When we are speaking about audio description and subtitles, are they okay as they are? Is this as far as we can get? Or could they be made easier to read or to listen to and understand eventually? We are applying two approaches here. One is easy to read and the other is plain language. And our joint terminology for it is easy to understand. We decided to this on this name. The project falls under the call of Erasmus+. This is the exact number. We started in September and it will be finished by August 2021. This is our consortium, our partners. Do I list them all? Let's list them all. This is the first is Universitat Autonoma de Barcelona. I do not speak Spanish, so I think it's something like that, and they are the project leaders. Then there is Radio Televizija Slovenia. This is the right pronunciation, I think. Then there's Università degli Studi di Trieste from Italy, Hochschule für angewandte Sprache from Germany, Universidad de Vigo from Spain, Zavod Risa from Slovenia, Stiftung Universität Hildesheim from Germany, and this one is still the hardest for me, Dyslexieverbundet from Stockholm. We also have many associated partners, which we are happy about. These are the universities or broadcasters or other service providers or organizations that are interested in similar area and also work with the end users, for example. We are also reaching out to stakeholders all the time. Please email us, join us, put your organization on the list, and we can work together. So where are we at this point? I already mentioned we started the project in September, and we're here right now. So this is the step of today, and we still have a long way to go, but my colleagues will speak about that a little bit later. What is the project in short? What will EASIT bring to the table? We will try to define the skills of new professional profiles in making content easy to understand. These are the people who already have their own professional expertise, but will add something else to this. We will design a curriculum and develop innovative open educational materials while approaching certification. This is not easy to read, so but I think it's quite clear what we are trying to do. To define both the professional skills and the content of the open educational resources, it will be necessary to define a methodological framework for implementation and propose innovative recommendations in AV content. So we had to put this into the project. So, to put it shortly and more easy to understand, what are our aims? Our aims are, firstly, to build on existing quality outputs from previous EU projects. Secondly, to promote the exchange of experience and know-how between expert stakeholders from different fields and sectors. To adopt a transnational approach, promoting the US broad linguistic diversity and intercultural awareness. And fourthly, to define the skills of the experts in making content easy to read and understand, and explore whether complementary competences may be added to existing professional profiles. We will also propose a curriculum which will be designed to train the experts and expand the curricula that already exists, like for subtitlers and the audio describers. Our aim is also to create flexible open educational resources that can be used in different learning environments. These are the outputs of our project. I mentioned the common methodological framework, audiovisual recommendations for hybrid services, skill cards, certifications. We will not, I just jumped a little bit. The curriculum design, I already mentioned this, and also open educational resources. What I haven't mentioned is certifications. We won't be doing certificates, we won't be doing certification, but we will explore the options, how in the future it could possibly be done. Output 1. The common methodological framework. This report, this deliverable, it's already done, and you can access it on our webpage, EASIT. The aim of this output was to survey and map current practice and training in Europe. The second output will be presented today by our colleague Rocio. She will talk more in detail about it, and she will introduce you to the focus groups and the interviews we did. And this is about recommendations on how audio-visual information should be adapted or done according to our criteria. Then output 3. It will be presented by Mr. Jesus from Vigo today, and you will learn more about skill cards for the professionals. We will not be speaking about the curriculum design yet, it's yet to be done, and we will not speak about open educational resources development yet, or maybe Anna will mention something about it at the end, but you will learn more about the outputs that are already done or in the process of being done. Certification, this is what I already mentioned. This will be a report with possible certification strategies, but we will not be giving out certificates to possible future experts in this area. This is our second multiplier event. I already mentioned this. First one was in March in Munich, and now we are here in Stockholm. If you would like to follow us further, We are going to Hildesheim next year, then to Vigo, and then 2021 in Barcelona, and we are finishing in Slovenia, in Ljubljana in 2021. This is our group, this is our project team. Most of us are here today, I think, and please follow us on our website, on Facebook. It's free today, as Esther already mentioned it. And to conclude this and not to be too long, this is a disclaimer, and I want to read this. So, thank you.